on this summit. My name is Vladimir. I'm the BDO at GIQ AI. We are a developer of a conversational platform for making voice and video agents. And in this presentation, I would like to talk about GIQ vision of the future of voice AI application. And this vision is purely the basis for our startup for GIQ as a company. In a nutshell, a mobile video assistant is an agent primarily for online B2C communications over a smartphone. It can be launched in web or in-app. And we as GIQ position ourselves as a B2B2C developer, right? And we have recently come up with this concept. We strongly believe in it. We are now preparing ourselves to pilot with the first companies in the industries that are primary, primary for us, which are telco, banks, insurance. Right. So, but moving on, we have been generally developing. Let me start, maybe from some historical background. We've been developing voice bots for telecoms, banks, retail, e-commerce, and we are mainly a speech tech developer. So we make our own. We make a focus on building agents in no code using our conversational platform, and our platform is powered by artificial neural networks, by deep machine learning algorithms, and recently we've been also experimenting with engine for generating 3D facial and body animation paired with the traditional speech synthesis and recognition technologies. So, but as I said, GIQ platform is the core to create virtual agents, and using the platform, we automate scripted communications over phone. And for this, we basically offer virtual call agents to automate scripted communications over phone. A mobile call guard is a solution that is specific for telecoms, right? And also mobile video assistants, which I'm going to talk about. So these are the three flagship solutions that GIQ creates, that we create on our platform. Now, to talk more about mobile video assistant, let me probably begin with the target business challenges. These are the challenges that we see that brands basically face in mass customer communications, and they have them on day-to-day basis. Firstly, it's often the case when businesses lack the human resource to manage entire load of personal customer communications. And, it can manifest in leaving customers queuing up on the phone, or leaving out the opportunity to make a sale or even collect feedback, right? Then it is low client retention and low NPS, right? That the brands may have the whole database of unengaged or unresponsive customers, which is another lost opportunity if left unaddressed. And finally, it's often the case that for a brand, the existing set of the online marketing tools that they have may be unengaging and perhaps expensive too, right? Similarly, the existing communication channels are insufficient or inefficient. And in any of these cases, using voice AI is the answer. But before I describe the solution, let's give it a thought, what a perfect assistant has to be like. Well, at first it has to sound, speak, and think human, like the basics for any voice bot, voice agent, right? But for communication to be truly live, the assistant needs to also to look and act human. And a customer wants to see who they speak to. They also require sometimes direction, some help, some explanation, to make the right choice. Like when they come to a retail store, right, when there is a person who assists them. And but in online, a customer, apart from just getting direction, they want also to enjoy a gamified experience, right? And this basically brings me to the mobile video assistant. This is the GIQ solution for customer interaction and online promotion. Now, here is how it works. Consider the following case. A customer gets a link via a message, opens it, and begins to interact with the assistant about a purchase using voice. No need to install apps, and a smartphone browser is more than enough. So in this preview, we tried to show that basically the assistant can not just talk about things, but here you can see that it can actually like navigate the customer through the website, right? Like depending on what customer says or which option the customer or the user chooses, the assistant basically switches to the following part of the website. And with such an assistant, there is basically a new channel of customer communication where a customer will not need to type. They get involved in a conversation like voluntarily. The gamification elements, as well as the assistant's ability to navigate and consult, basically allow users to communicate while at other activities like while driving or walking. The assistant, being based on voice AI, holds goal-oriented conversations. And the ultimate objective is, of course, to boost sales, customer engagement, and satisfaction levels while operating independently. And we also, we as business, we let brands adjust the video of the assistant or choose the best voice, because we understand that basically the image and the voice of the assistant is part of the brand image eventually. So here we show the two available display formats, and they make the assistant adaptable pretty much to any screen. And we now offer it as a fixed console or as a free roam widget. And yes, we believe it is the next step forward in user experience, because while speaking to the customer, the assistant, as I said, can display content of the background, navigate sections of the website, or even change the pages of the website if the settings allow it. And it basically adjusts the picture to the dialogue. Now, basically, GIQ voice assistant is, GIQ mobile video assistant is a part of a voice commerce trend. It is a new trend in B2C sales, well, relatively new, but still. And it's rapidly gaining popularity. Today, almost 30% of the global e-com sales are projected to be generated by voice in a few years. And within roughly maybe 2-3 years, half of the world B2C sales will be done by smartphones. So we're beginning to launch the first pilots. We have full confidence in the concept. And since we basically have not seen a similar approach from other developers, we hope to benefit from being, in some regions, the first mover on the market. And the target market for such a solution would be sales, marketing, customer service teams, at call centers, at digital agencies, banks, telecoms, e-commerce, insurance, pretty much any other brand or any other customers with mass B2C communications and with the website which has something to sell. From the technological side, a perfect a mobile video assistant is a combination of voice AI and facial animation engine. So in other words, there is speech synthesis, speech recognition, natural language understanding, and voice activity detection, so all the basics for the voice bot, plus the Metahuman framework and lip sync. Although as of today, we seem to stick with pre-recorded video, and we are basically still experimenting with whether it could be like fully metahuman without, cannibalizing or sacrificing the experience which the user has on the web. So this is where I'll be wrapping up my presentation. So to summarize, GIQ vision is that there is a business case for conversational AI to go visual. and really considerably enhance the user experience. Basically, by giving users gamified navigation and direction, you can make them more satisfied, more engaged, and hopefully, eventually, grow online sales. Right? We've also at the end, I would like to add that we are looking for partners in Ibero-America, and we are open for any kind to discuss any kind of a collab. And please feel free to contact me directly, or maybe any of the co-founders on LinkedIn. So we'll be glad to chat. So, but at this point, I'd like to switch to whichever